Secrets. Trust. Worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret. Warrior's Trust. And Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought with it being such a unique thing that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. On the first visit, Jack took us into his another room, a separate room, and there were these brown parcels full of artwork piled up, and he said to me, "You draw like I do." We were in the studio for 5 hours, you know, it was fantastic, and there's this, he's got this desk, and everything he's ever drawn has come from this desk, and then I would just go with the flow, and that's what this film is about. It's just a unique film of him.
He says, "I beat you." He says, "They say we came in under the dead heat." He says, "That's not true because I beat you." And the American said, "Well," he says, "if you like to think so," he says, "but I know a real story." He says, I know I clearly won that one." See? Well, Joe is 6'3", and I was a run, say, from the Lower East Side. And being Joe's partner was an advantage to me because Joe was believable, you know, they would talk to Joe, and the Goodman brothers would get to know him. Martin Goodman owned Marvel at that time. He went to his mother and he says, "Look, Jackie got a job drawing." He says, "They're paying him for it, they're paying him money for drawing." He says, "Suppose I go with Jackie." He says, "And he says, they'll pay me money." He says, "I'll draw and they'll pay me money." He said, "I'll give the money to you," which we did. We gave it all to our mothers. They called me from Nassau. You know, I lived in Long Island. And they say, "Would you like to come down and draw these guys in training?" I swear, this is not a story. And I said, "Yes, of course, I'd love to come down." And
There is another world. The world of darkness.
The world is rotten all around me. The stench and decay is present as these flesh eaters all surround me. Covered in blood just to blend in, that's my disguise. I'm trying to find my family, I'm suspecting that they might have died. It ain't so easy believing in peace. We killing zombies who deceased and now deep in the streets. I won't leave in defeat, but still it's hard to cope or find hope when all these evil creatures so eager to eat. Yeah, asylum seekers need to move faster. Everything was fine until they first attacked the newscaster. Body in shock, nothing but doom after. I've even seen them shot and then they move after. Total disaster like I'm on the track for Ritz again. The Midwest was hit the hardest, millions dead in Michigan. This is the end times, homie, I will defend mine. Believe in one piece without leaving people behind. Mass panic, hit the stash and took...
Oh, that one looks good, Tom. Looks real good.
Pure speculation, just an educated guess, I'd say that man is alive.
Come get some.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
In a world ravaged by monsters, a new evil has risen, poisoning the land and threatening humanity. Now, the Monster Matador, along with the meanest and baddest kaiju killers, have joined forces to kick its ass. Monster Matador, Afropocalypse.
Nothing unusual about a 4 a.m. call to a back alley in downtown Kenton. A young woman lying pristine and unmarked on the cold, hard ground. I get to work quickly, but there's not much to go on here. No marks of any kind, no signs of struggle, just a dead Vic in the middle of an alley. And then there's that. Dead body in a dumpster that looks like a grizzly bear has crawled its way out of his stomach.
The Madness Comic Network and Comic-Related Madness proudly presents Comic-Related Unboxings from the Madness.
Tune in to our content on Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt on YouTube.
Oh, yo, y'all know what's up. I'm here. Chris is here.
How's it going, bud?
And we are going to open a package. Now, I just want everybody to know, Chris is one of our new sponsors that I've been talking about the last couple days. But this package was sent before that happened. Okay. I just want everybody to know he didn't decide to be a sponsor and then send me all this stuff. He had already sent me all this stuff and then decided to sponsor our network. And thanks to him and Thomas over at Committed Comics, we are good through the end of the year. The madness, the CromCon, all of it will happen all fucking year long. Y'all just stuck with me. We got to say hi to our people over in the chat. We got Past Master Dan. He's having meatballs for lunch. Bristolian Dave from across the pond. What's happening? And our friend Apex Comics. You guys know what's up. There's a few more people lurking, but those are the people talking. So how y'all doing? Look at this box, yo. Chris, tell everybody a little bit about Laughing Rogue.
Well, we started off by making board games way back in 2012-ish. And we started off with the board game Slaughterville, which if you like horror movies, that's the one you're going to want to get because it's like playing every horror movie in a single box, especially since now we did the director's cut. We actually have 4 games out now. We just finished Slaughterville 3. It's up for pre-order. And yeah, we did the director's cut, which is a giant box that's going to hold everything. In fact, I was talking on the last thing on the stream at noon where they said the box is about like 7 or 8 pounds just for the, so it's going to be a good size. And then I always wanted to, I've been writing books. I've had a book published in 2005 and I've always enjoyed telling stories, but life got in the way. And now that we're doing this, I wanted to tell the story behind the game. So I wrote the Slaughterville graphic novel. We did book 1, funded, backed, all that. We got it all shipped out. We have book 2 coming hopefully in August because they are finishing up page 27 of 56. So we're just ready to get going, baby.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Past Master Dan, yes, I did add 2 new trailers to the opening of the show, and it went an extra minute. Oh my God, I started at 2:01 instead of 2 o'clock.
I guess he's never seen an EVS stream with all those openers.
Oh, yeah, and that's, it's like at least my show starts when it's supposed to. I put all the fillers ahead of time. But they only let you start 10 minutes early. So eventually I'm going to have to split it up where I show some at the beginning of the show and some at the end of the show, obviously. But yeah, we just got 2 new trailers in last night. Those were the 2 in the middle, the Walrus and Tom Rapka's new one. Yeah, good stuff, man. I'm looking forward to that one. You guys just don't know. What you will. I'm telling you, you will. Yeah. Slaughtersville looks freaking crazy.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
But see, EVS starts his show just whenever. It's not like a scheduled, so you got to bear with all that stuff till he comes out. Me, I'm starting the show at the top of the hour and I'm showing the filler ahead of time. You don't have to come in at 1:50 and watch all the commercials. You can wait till 2 o'clock. That's when I'm going to start. I try to at least make it that way so that the show actually starts when it says it's going. Commercials notwithstanding.
Yeah, I still got to get you one, and I'm sorry I didn't. It's on my list of things to do. I'll get one, I promise.
Yes, I need one from you and Thomas. I think the same guy who did ours.
Yeah.
Who's doing all the madness intros. I think that's who Thomas went to get his done too. So Morgan, you got work to do. Appreciate you, brother. Look, it's all good, man. This is a heavy box, yo.
I'm glad. Yeah, it's not just a comic in there, I would say.
If it's just a comic, it's the biggest, thickest comic I ever heard of. Ain't no doubt about that. And I've seen Texas Dave. I know what a big, thick comic looks like. That dude has every collector's artist edition of everything over there, man. He's one of the guys that does our Sunday show, the show-offs.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's got to be getting strong holding these big-ass books up for the camera every Sunday. You know, if he doesn't get no other workout, he gets one there. You know, so get out in the big blade,
Nice.
yes, and we're gonna carefully take out some tape. Well, we're gonna try to.
Yeah, I tried to tape it up pretty good for you to make sure it was.
No, you did just fine. Now, you sent this on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
This got here in 2 days. USPS supposedly has had my Fiendish book, Reenie's book, for 3 weeks. I ain't seen it.
Wow.
You know, I mean, that's an unboxing I can't wait for. I can't wait for Reenie to come out and join me and unbox that book. And it won't get here. It just hasn't come. I've even talked to her. I'm like, she's like, yeah, well, you know, if we have to, we'll send another one. But I'd rather get the one she sent and not have to go have to have her go out, you know, out of pocket on another one. I hate that kind of crap. Oh, look at this, right on the top, yo.
There you go.
Whoa. All right. This is a nice thick book. How many pages is this?
That one's 48. Yeah. We had to add a few pages to the next one to get the story in. That's why that one went up to 56.
Dude, very nice. Some cards in here.
Yep.
I'm assuming the cards are for a game.
Yeah, I couldn't send you the promo cards and not send you the board game. You know, so that's.
All right. So we got the Slaughterville cards, and they have, I'm assuming, different characters and stats and traits on the back. Yes.
Yeah. You're a lot better at this than I am. I can never get that camera right, that positioning. You're a lot better at this than I am.
You tilt back at the top, because if you're like this, you get the glares. You just tilt back just a little bit at the top, and it all goes away, man. I see people going, ah!
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. You got the glare when you're straight. You just tilt back at the top a little bit. You know, most of it goes away. Don't tilt from the bottom, because then you're still in it. But you know what I mean? It really depends where the lighting is in your room.
Yeah.
You know, you just want to make sure you tilt it away. Like I got the computer screen is right here. So that's the glare I'm getting. I just eliminate that. Nice. I don't have to worry about overhead or any, you know, any other kind of lighting. I try to keep it kind of dark down here. Oh, man. Okay, now you can see the cover of this one, yo. Look at that.
Yeah, that one's from Mark McKenna. He did ours. He did that one. And then, of course, we have the original cover by the interior artist, because you should have one of those.
Yes. The interior artist.
Mm-hmm.
Interior art looks good. Very, you know, I'm looking forward to this one now. I love the growls across the panels.
Yeah, they did good at that.
Growls. I like it. Yes. I'm looking forward to reading this one. And I haven't been reading books the last few days too. I had to send Doran a message. He had sent me 2 different books. I'm like, which one do I read first? And that was good stuff. Quint, his book Quint was really good. Look, and I still have a second one of his to read. Got a little stack over there. I outgrew the filing cabinet, the 2 drawers that I had for my crowd-funded only books. Outgrew it.
Nice.
They're in a long box now. You know, I have to come up. I need a 4-drawer filing cabinet now for my crowd-funded indies. They outgrew the 2 drawers. So, but there's a whole bunch more in here. You want to tell people what I'm going to pull out next?
Oh
man. Look, hold up. I'll start with the card sets.
Okay.
We got card sets.
Yep. Those are the expansions for, some of the expansions for the Slaughterville 2. And the one on what's my right, which is screen right here, is that's the Cult Invades 2. You just add those to the locations in the box, and it makes them much more difficult because the cult is coming in to kick you in the jungle areas. So you'll mix
the ski lodge on it.
Yep, there's 3 for each location in there, so you'll mix them all into the different locations and have fun with that one because they're more difficult cards to make it more challenging. Demon Razor is our take on Hellraiser, and it's our first competitive villain where you're actually competing against the other players to escape hell. And the other one was Elizabeth Bathory. She's just like the Countess Bathory is where we got the inspiration from, obvious. But she's out kidnapping allies and the good people of the town to fill up her pool of blood. And Mr. Apex, I'm sorry, I don't know your actual name. Yeah, I believe that is the same Mark McKenna. He did Deadpool and Justice League and a bunch of other stuff.
He was also at CromCon 1.
Nice.
He was at our very first CromCon, Mr. McKenna was.
Nice. Yeah, he actually sent me the full 11 by 17s for each of the covers, so I have them framed up in the bedroom.
So that's like decks of cards, yo.
Yep.
Okay. Then we have.
And those are the villain mats that go along with the 2 decks of cards, one for the Demon Razor and one for Bathory. They'll tell you how to play those 2 different villains.
Nice. Oh.
Now, if you're into heavy metal music and you wanted to be part of a heavy metal band, that's what Gods of Metal's for.
Hold up.
Gods of Metal, and you can see the Ozzy one on the right because I'm like, make somebody close to Ozzy. But this game is all about you building the ultimate heavy metal album to destroy demons and to stop them from coming over and taking over all reality. And it's a deck builder.
Our co-host Doc, our CromCon co-host, is like bummed out because he's not home and he can't jump in, but he's digging what he sees. He said you're killing it over there, guy.
Thanks.
Now, there's more, yo.
Thanks, Doc. I appreciate it.
Holy crap! Look at that.
That is the Slaughterville 2. That is our that's the one we had in stock. As soon as I get Director's Cut and Slaughterville 3, I'll send you those as well.
Oh man.
But yep, that's our big guy right there. 1 to 6 players. If you ever said to the horror movie like, "Hey, don't do that," well, now's your chance to actually play.
Look, I've never been the person that run a game. I'm always the guy that plays a game. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna have to find somebody to run this. Now you guys also do like hunting and fishing games too, right?
Yep. We have it's called Gone Hunting. In fact, I was working on that today yet, and that's going to be coming to Kickstarter in September, which we'll have the comic in August. Slaughterville graphic novel book 2 in August, and then we'll have the Gone Hunting in September. So if you like, it's a family weight game where you just go out, hunt animals, collect trophies. Yeah, I think you'll like the Gods of Metal, man.
This is badass. I'm digging this. I'm not gonna lie though. If I'm getting the director's cut, I'm not opening this one.
Well, you can mix. You'll put that in the director's cut box,
okay.
and it'll hold everything.
Okay,
it's gonna hold everything for you.
I was gonna say if the director's cut has this and more, then I'm keeping this in the packaging because I'm a collector as well, right?
Yeah.
You know, I have that curse where can't open that. I got a shelf full of stuff I can't open.
Do you mean to ship it out? Do you mean to ship it out?
Figuring that out too. It's like now they're like, can we get 2?
Yeah, that's why I got a couple of books like the Eric Weathers. I got Battle Brick Road.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, and it's signed, and I'm like, I want to read this so bad, but I don't want to open it.
Hold that back up there. Show the world.
Again, you're better than I am at this one.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got overhead lighting, so when you tilt it back, you get a glare. So you might want to tilt down on it. You know,
but
yeah.
There we go.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to open it because again, it's signed, and I want to keep it nice. I should have gotten a second copy, like you said, just to read. So yeah.
Yeah, Doc said to tell you this stuff looks amazing. He's down. He can't wait to talk to you on one of these shows. You'll be at CromCon. He'll be here.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know, dude, this is. Yeah, I got a book to read and games to play. Holy crap! What are we gonna do?
It's gonna be a good week,
man. Now, see, the trick here is you got 4 kids running around the house. It's finding time and when all the adults can do something like this together. Maybe a few more years the kids can play.
Yeah.
They're still a little small for the hack and slash. Dude, this is great.
Thanks.
Battery. Special actions. Oh, yeah.
Yep, you can save allies. And in the director's cut, we have Cannibal Rednecks. We have Zombie Horde. We have all kinds of good villains in there.
Grandkids. The grandkids Apex.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them running around the house. Yeah.
I have
right now, but you know, they got 1.5 day left of school. Tomorrow they got half day and then it's over.
Yeah, I have 5 kids myself here, and it's just I understand.
No, they got a day and a half. Thursday and a half day Friday, and then it's over.
Nice.
But yeah, the Munchkins, man, they always show up in the shows. Between them and the dogs, we always have a guest appearance of some kind. This is really awesome, dude. And look, I want to thank you for helping keep the show going first. Right?
It was my pleasure.
Because that was a surprise. Okay, especially right after somebody else had just, like secured us for a few months, and then you came out and went, "We'll secure you for a few months more." I was like, "Oh, I've never had a 6-month cushion where I didn't have to worry about how I'm going to pay for the StreamYard before. Never had a 6-month cushion. I'm gonna have some fun. I'm not going to be worried about how we're going to pay for the show next month for a change, dude. You don't know how much that eases my mind that I don't have to come out every month for a few months asking people, hey, help. Because, everybody knows what I do. I hang out and watch my grandkids. I don't, have a paycheck. I don't have a day job, I don't think anybody hired my convict ass anyway. So, what can I say? I'm a good worker. I give you my all, that's the one thing is like I've had jobs and jobs that I've liked, but didn't like who I was working for, or loved working for somebody and didn't like the job, but loved my boss. So I'd stick it out until I was just, I can't do it no more. You know what I mean? Sorry, bro, I'm done. But I have, when I have a job, I have a good work ethic. And this wasn't a job when I started doing this. Okay. I was doing this for fun. Then it became something I was doing, putting hours in every day.
Comicsgate comics.
Was that? It's just weed, bro. It was just weed. No big deal. I lived in Phoenix, and Arizona was a 0 tolerance state for decades. I got caught with weed a couple times, man, and they didn't care. If it was a joint, a seed. If they found a seed on the floorboard of your car, your ass going to jail if that was a dick cop. It was like, it was, but what can I say?
Yeah, it's a lot of late nights, but they're fun nights. Hey, Andrew, how you been?
What's up, Andrew? Hope you're doing better, bro. I know you had a rough little stretch too. What can I say? I enjoy doing this. You guys just made it easy for me to enjoy it for the next 6 months. Yeah! You know, I love you too, brother. Even though you do look like Big Bird most of the time. It's like, he gives me these Sesame Street flashbacks. He has this big yellow Simpson sweater.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave's kind of a stout guy, you know, and he puts it on and he's just like a big yellow. It's Big Bird. Gives me Sesame Street flashbacks. Good to hear, Andrew. Right on, man. Good. Now go find a couple of guests for your CromCon spot.
That's right.
He helped us out. See, that's what I'm talking about. Last month, Andrew, was like, hey, man, you should offer some reserve spots in advance and let people throw a little money at you. And that helped us get through last month.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's that kind of stuff, man. It's people like that have kept this show going. And we appreciate you, Andrew. No doubt. We appreciate you, brother.
And if I can do more, I will. I promise. It's just
no, like I said, man. You guys come back around Christmas time, talk to me, and we'll, just not have to change the graphics or anything, but just keep rolling.
I got your back. This is the for book 2, the McKenna cover for book 2.
Dude, Mark is a beast.
Yeah, that's what I have hanging up in the bedroom. The inks for it, and then they did the color, so I was pretty happy with it. So, I knew the one guy said he was a fan, so I wanted to show him the cover that's coming in August.
Nice. So, y'all go sign up for that one, too. Did I put that link in the... I didn't have that link. I got to put that
in the
description.
But, yeah, I know we had the pre-order store.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's up there a little ways, guys, but,
it's in there somewhere.
I'll grab it again and put it up here again.
That's fine.
Oh man, yeah, but you have days that are just really good, and today is a good day.
You can't beat it.
Today is a good day. Like I said, you guys took a huge weight off my shoulders, and you helped to make this fun. Helped to make this fun again, and not worry. I'm not worried about anything right now. So, oops. I guess that's not where I wanted to put it, is it? All right, I'm going to do it right this time. Here you go. Here's the link for the sign up. Go check it out. Right there. Yes, right there.
Making comics fun again. That's what we do.
And yeah, look, like I said, I outgrew a 2-drawer filing cabinet with my crowdfunded comics this last week. I realized that I was outgrowing it because I couldn't get another one in there, and I had a stack of unread books.
Oh my!
And I was like, okay, this ain't gonna work because when I get done with these next ones, they're not gonna fit in there. So I had to rearrange stuff, pull out an old long box. I don't even like using long boxes. Everything's in short boxes, or filing cabinets. I have 3 4-drawer filing cabinets and 2 2-drawer filing cabinets. One of them is ancient, an old wooden one that's put together with dowels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's no, I think the only screws are on the handles, but the rest of it's the cross bit slides together. It's weird because if you move it wrong, it'll start coming apart and you got to push it all back together. I like ancient stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I keep all the kids' art because it won't hold a bunch of comic books. Ain't no, but all the kids' art, from when they were little and stuff, all the art that they've drawn for me, and it's I have files of it. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Get the kids involved. That's another thing, you guys. You got to remember, if there's not a next generation interested in what you're doing, you're going to be old and broke.
Yeah.
We got to keep the kids, get the kids interested, keep them interested, throw stuff at them that they like, that's worthy of our kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Make them happy, get them into it,
That's one of the reasons why I backed that Starlight Cats, was I'm like, I'll get it for the little girl because I'm sure she'd like that, and I read it and I'm like, I actually like this. I'm like, holy crap.
Dude, Cookies and Scream, Raven Monroe's Cookies and Scream. I freaking love that, man. I was like, yeah, I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
And I bought it for the kids, just like you said.
Yeah.
I buy a lot of a lot of the ones that I back are for the kids, something that the kids are going to be interested in, because I want them to be part of what we're doing. My grandson he's pretty happy about what's going on. He wants to take this over when I'm gone. He pops in here every now and then. He's got, his own opinions.
Yeah.
Little 9-year-old opinions. They're awesome.
Yeah. I still remember my dad used to have, again, we didn't have long boxes, but we had a giant cardboard box of Savage Sword of Conan and comics from the 70s and everything, and that's what I grew up reading. I didn't have novels and things. I grew up reading comics.
Well, I had like a 3rd grade teacher, and at the end of, or 2nd grade teacher, at the end of the year, she gave me a box of books, and one of the books was a kids version of the Trojan War.
Mm-hmm.
No gore or anything, but you learned all the Greek gods and all the, you learned all the names, and you knew what happened, but you didn't get, the Homer version. But you know what I'm saying? And I became enamored with mythology. So Norse mythology, Egyptian, all I couldn't get my hands on enough of it. Wasn't a comic fan. I was a nerd above nerds, if you know what I mean. It's like I looked down on the comic guys until one day I looked over it and there was Thor on the cover of a comic book, and I was like, no, wait a minute, what is this? Hey, Ma, can I get this? It's like, are you gonna read it? Because everything that I was reading was all mythology and stuff. I was like, yeah, Ma, it looks like Thor. Doesn't that look like Thor? And he was like, she didn't know who Thor was. But that's what got it. Was Defenders 10. It was Thor and Hulk.
Wow.
Thor and Hulk on the cover. I knew who Hulk was. I wasn't like I didn't know comics, but I just wasn't that into it, But that's all it took was seeing Thor on the cover of a comic book, and I was instantly a comic fan. It didn't matter. I didn't know who writers were. I didn't know who artists were. None of that crap. I was a kid, and all that mattered was if the story's good. And when I picked it up, I realized, of course, once I started reading it, that it was the end of a story arc. It was the Defenders Avengers crossover. It's the end of a story arc, and you didn't have back stores you could go to that had back issues and stuff. You had spinner racks, and the books you wanted were crammed in the back, bent up, messed up, and but the books you wanted, because this went back 7 issues or something. It started in Defenders and went to Avengers, back and forth for like 2 months, right? Bi-weekly, two titles bi-weekly. So it was like 8 books. But I had the last one in my hand. That means all the ones before that are in those spinner racks somewhere. You just can't go find them, right? Probably 8 different stores I went to, probably looked through 30 spinner racks before I completed it, and I could read the whole story. But it was a good story. It didn't matter who wrote it. It didn't matter who drew it. You know what I mean? It was like, you're a kid. It's a comic book. You don't care about that stuff, especially not the person who wrote its politics or whatever. You didn't care. You didn't even look at the credit page. Don't even lie to me. You didn't even look. Okay? You didn't know who these people were until you got older and they started to mean something to you. Okay? And that's how it was. I mean, that's how it was for me. That's how it was for most people. We were kids. We didn't care who Walt Simonson was, or the only reason you knew who Stan Lee was because of the soapbox in the back of the book.
Excelsior.
And every now and then he'd put himself on a cover, but you didn't know what kind of a marketing genius that guy was. You knew that he was the guy who ran Marvel. I think you didn't even know for sure what he did, right? Was he the editor? Was he, you didn't pay attention. You didn't care. The story was good. That was what you bought the comics for, because the stories were good. Then you got a little older, got a little picky. Oh, that art sucks. I'm not buying that anymore. That happened when you got older. That shit wasn't happening when you were a kid. You either liked it or you didn't, based on the story. Whether you got into what was happening in the story.
Mm-hmm.
What can I say?
Yeah.
What do we got here? Come back, coming soon. Yeah, make sure you link me. Let's sign up, bro. You know what's up. Yeah, I mean, kids, comics and kids, they don't care about all the stupid shit. They just want to read some funny stuff. Something that makes them laugh. I listen to those kids when it's funny because like they get Dog Man, all those different books, right? And they come home and you can tell if they like it or not, because sometimes they'll just bust out laughing, right? And you look over, what do they do? Oh, she's reading a book and she's busting out laughing. Yes, that's all I can say. Yes, that's what I want. You know what I mean? Give them something to make them smile, they'll be fans. They'll be fans as they get older, just like we were. That's all. And I see people like Raven and who was the other one that was really good? Interstellar Angel was really good. Something that you kids can read. There's quite a few good books that came out recently. Glenn in Monsterland was another one that was, totally kid friendly, good stuff. You got to keep them happy, or like you say, you're gonna be old and broke, and they're not gonna care about comic books. Give them something to get them interested now. Serious business.
Yep.
Another rant, another soapbox moment from Pops. There you go, Chris.
Yes, sir.
How'd you get involved in this?
In the board games, I started playing. Like I have all kinds of board games around here, and I'm like, why can't I have every type of board game in one box? Everything is either so straightforward, or once you've played it a few times, it was okay. I've played this a few times. So what I wanted was to make something that was more modular. And you could mix and match tons of things. That's why we have 21 different villains in our game throughout the different versions. And you only play with one villain at a time. So you're going to have not only the variety of villains, we have 72 characters that you can be. We have 18 different locations, and you build the town of Slaughterville using 6 of them at a time. So tons of variety in the locations, and that's really what I wanted. Is I wanted to be able to have people tell their own story, and that's the honest to God in heaven. That is the best thing for me with this. Is when people come up to me and they tell me, "Guess what happened here?" And sometimes they'll say the stoner died, or they'll say the hot chick was stuck in the cemetery, got attacked by zombies. I'm like, see. This thing lets you tell your own stories, and that's honest to God. That's what I want the best out of this.
Okay, are you going to do one of those? What was it? Dragonlance, where you play the game and then you write the story of the game you played.
That's kind of what the graphic novel is. When I wrote that, I would have the deck of cards sitting next to me, and I'd pull randomly from the deck, and I'm like, this might be a cool Easter egg scene to put in here, And just to give a heads up for that. Now, where do I have that? There it is. I also made, and I didn't have. I have to get you this one too. District Z, the Cult. This was from another company, so I only have a couple of these left. But it's my Choose Your Own Adventure book, and I made it. Yeah. So if you like Choose Your Own Adventure, I'll get you one of these out, and you go through here, and you follow the story, and make your choices. And we have custom dice in here, so you can roll dice. You have characters that you can be. You'll gain experience. So it's like an RPG. Choose Your Own Adventure.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you like that kind of stuff, I thought about making one of these, but with the Slaughterville brand, because like I said, this was for another company. They wanted me to write their game for them. So, but yeah, I'd love to make one for the Slaughterville brand too. It's just,
dude, I want something like that that's totally kid friendly.
Okay.
So that they can.
We should do a superhero one.
If you get where I'm coming from, then they can learn to play these games at a young age, and then evolve into whatever kind of adult games they like as they get older. But they'll already know how to play. They won't be trying to figure it out as an adult because they finally found a game they like. We need a kids version so that I can have these guys building their own characters and stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Get them away from the video game a little bit once in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's, yeah. Kids game.
Yeah, I do have, like I said, I do have the superhero one coming out where you're going to have your own, make your own power sets and assemble your own heroes and go out into the city looking for adventure and stopping bad guys, that kind of thing. But that's going to be like, I also have a film noir game coming out. If you like detective stories, we're going to do that one too.
See, you got a lot happening. I want to be with you on this journey, no doubt. No doubt, man. This is the kind of stuff that I do this for. You know, new stuff, something different. Every time I come out and show people something different, it's still comic related, and it's kind of madness. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going for here. Chris, you're awesome, dude.
I hope you like that. I hope you like the book and all. And
oh, dude, I don't think I might have to worry about whether or not I like the book. My issue is out here in the boonies finding people to play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe I'll have to take it with me when I go into town, hang out with Pete and Tasha and the rest of the kids. Get them into it. Yeah. But see, Pete's a hunter.
Nice.
So, you know, it's like I really want to see what the hunting game looks like.
Okay.
That's the one I'll be able to get. I'll be able to hook him on.
So, yeah, just in case they didn't see the cover for it, where is that share button? There we go. That's the cover for Gone Hunting. Again, coming out in September. We're really going to be pushing hard to get this one out. Testing it a lot, and it's going pretty well. So I think
Make sure you get me the trailer for this one too.
Yes, sir. I'm on it, boss.
Yes, and that's Big Sexy Outdoors, you guys. That's like your partner, right?
Yeah, that's my cousin Ben. We do that on Mondays. We do Big Sexy Outdoors Mondays, 9:00. Yep.
So this guy also has a channel. You guys can go check out Laughing Rogue on YouTube. And I tried to go to your website, but it wouldn't let me. What's up with the website?
I know it's going crazy, isn't it? It's hosted through GoDaddy, and they have just been odd lately. So I'm trying to find another host.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with GoDaddy at all. It's their PHP stuff in the background. But
cool. Good to see you, American Comics. How you doing?
Yeah, I like seeing all the new people. Shadowhawk was good back then.
Shadowhawk backs and Shadowhawk talks. You see what I'm saying? Also, Shadowhawk has his new channel up, fired up and running. You guys go sub to that. You know what's up. Pop Anime Comics, lots of interviews, good stuff over there. Bristoli and Dave and Arya Blackness and Jacobus and that big package dude, the CG UK bargain bin. Look, all these guys have great shows, man. Go check them all out. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
You know. With that, though, I'm gonna let you get back to life. Thanks for hanging out, man. Thank you so much for the stuff. Thank you so much for keeping CromCon alive.
No problem. I'm glad to do it. Glad to do it.
Y'all go check out Laughing Rogue, our newest sponsor, and we're going to be talking a lot about what he's doing, so get used to it. Now, like I said, I only have one commercial to play here at the end, but it's one of the most important ones. You guys know what's up. We also sponsor something ourselves with our time, okay? And we encourage people to set up comic books for kids tiers on their campaigns, wherein a fan like me can buy a book for myself plus buy one to send to a kid in a hospital somewhere nationwide. Comic books for kids, that's what they do. They ship out Pez, comics, stuffed animals, just all kinds of stuff to hospitals across the nation. We're proud to sponsor them. They're good people. Comic books for kids, yo, check it out. And I will see you guys on Saturday on Ryan Permission's show. I'm doing an interview on somebody else's show. It's going to be kind of fun. Don't happen that often. So y'all have a great day. Chris, thanks so much, brother. I will talk to you soon.
All right. Have fun.
Thanks.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.